Sway in the morning, Shade 405, Fantasy Fridays, ladies and gentlemen.
Fantasy Friday?
I'm sorry, damn. It feels like a Friday, damn it.
It's Wet Wednesdays.
Damn it, it's a Friday to me. It's the last day of the week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Doesn't it feel like a Friday?
It does feel like a Friday, Sway.
When you ain't got to work the next day, feel like DJ Wonder, ladies and gentlemen.
DJ Wonder.
Oh, my gosh, man. Look at him, man. What happened, Wonder?
Is Wonder an angry white man this morning? What his face he's
Every morning, man. Got a bag and stuff. You know his nickname is Whatever.
Oh, that's right.
It's DJ Wonder.
Whatever.
Yeah, anyway, man. How you doing, Heather B?
Okay, I'm sorry. Could we just cut the music off? I just have to address.
Oh, here we go.
I do, Sway. I haven't seen you since yesterday. I haven't spoken to you since yesterday.
Yeah.
But let's just say the entire nation is talking about and was talking about via Twitter, Instagram, the whole nine, the interview with you and Kanye. And I'll say a few things. But first, I have to say, I've known you for probably 20 years.
Yeah.
And your level of professionalism yesterday needs to be commended. You are absolutely the most T-shirt, jeans, sneaker wearing dude I know, but your level of professionalism, every single person in the industry and entertainment needs to take a page out of your book because it was unbelievable to sit there and watch you be so professional. I commend you for that. Now,
Heather, I do wear button-down shirts from time to time. Though. Let's just let that be known for the record.
When he's with the president.
Okay.
The next thing, Lady Marmalade, a.k.a. Kanye West. Now, I have to wait a second. I don't want to go into his whole rant and everything he did because I'll be honest, I feel very sorry for him. That's what I'll say with that. But what I'm pissed off about, Sway, more than anything, is that his freestyle was so whack that it hurt my feelings. All the other stuff about wanting to be a fashion designer, have his butt tickled by a silk feather.
Heather.
I don't understand all of that stuff. That's just him. I think he needs to go to FIT or Parsons the School of Design and become a legitimate designer with a degree and be recognized so these people can respect you and become a Michael Kors of hip-hop, however, and have your degree. But at the core of this, to quote you, is hip-hop. And he did the worse than Tracy G's freestyle.
Oh, come on. Was it that bad?
It was that bad. And that's what hurt me more than anything. But at the top of my food chain, Sway, damn it, you are the most professional dude I know. I will stop bringing you bananas like you're a monkey and start bringing you apples because you're the teacher.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Heather.
So my freestyle,
Look
Tracy
at your
G.
intro, son.
I like that, yo.
Pow.
Did you bring an apple today?
I left it at Toasties,
Okay,
but I
thank you,
got
Heather. Thank you for being a woman of your word. All right. All right, we're going to have a little fun today. We're going to have DJ Just Dizzle. Traveled all the way from the UK? Right. Yeah, he traveled all the way from the UK to be our guest DJ. We're going to do Movie Junkies with DB. That's today as well.
Nice.
And the company is requesting that we rerun that Kanye interview, and we'll do that sometime after the mix.
Yeah.
All right, call, and let's see who's waking up with Sway in the morning, 888-742-3345. The number one dude in the game at the moment.
No doubt.
All right, great. Young Money, Sway in the morning, Shade 405. Joel's in Kentucky. Good morning, Big Joe.
Hey, Big Joe, how you doing?
Joel, how you doing, brother? You there?
Where Joe at?
Hello?
Yeah, man,
Hey,
what up, bro?
hey, Joe.
What's going on?
Hey, man, just, happy it's the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Hey, man, Joel, you got to turn that radio down, baby. Get back at me, man. Al in New Hampshire. Good morning, Al.
Hey, Al.
Al. Hey, it's me, Al. I'm all the way in New Hampshire. I'm having a beautiful day this way. And yesterday, that was bullshit. I want to say you held it down. You're one of my favorites. That's why I love you, Sway.
Man, thank you. Hey,
Yes.
Al, I love you too, man. You know you're a citizen,
A
baby.
Sway in the morning.
I appreciate you, Al.
Brat.
Al, I love you.
Man, I love you too, man. Give me a hug, bro.
Yes.
Virtual hug, man. My man, Al. We got Daniel on the line for Cali. Good morning.
Hey, Daniel.
What it do, what it don't do?
What it don't do, homie? What it do, baby? What's up?
Do.
Do.
Sway, man, you are so professional. Heather B, she took all my damn words I was about to say, Heather B, God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Sway,
She's a thief.
It's okay, I still love you. But
Thank you.
Sway, you do your thing. You could interview the president. You can interview anybody you want to. You're the man. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do nothing. All right, Sway, you have a good one.
Thank you.
And happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Angelica, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Angelica.
Angelica, wait, hold up. I want to apologize to Angelica.
Why?
Because I hung up on her yesterday.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
really?
waited an hour and a half, to talk to Kanye. What's up, Tracy D? What's up, Heather B?
What up, sis? How you doing?
But Angelica,
From Jersey, what's up?
Represent.
I know, man. My bad, Angelica. We got, distracted.
Sway, but you handled that so well, Sway. I just have to say. You handled that so well, and I'm so glad that you checked them and you let them know, listen, man, this ain't no show. We come to you man to man, and I respect that. So even though I got hung up on after an hour and a half, waiting in my cold car and talk to Kanye, it's okay.
Yeah, man. And, listen, yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Jersey women are
there.
strong.
Yeah,
I love
appreciate
Angelica,
that. I'm going to
too.
leave it right there.
Yes.
All right, cool. This is what we're going to do. 20 minutes into the hour. Mike Muse, I got on the phone with him last night. Mm-hmm. He has a lot to talk about in the political news. So we got Mike Muse with the political news up next. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5, Heather B, getting ready for Thanksgiving Day.
I am. I'm freeloading. I told you I'm so excited. This is my first year doing that.
Really? I'm flying to Oakland. I'll be freeloading, too.
Going all the way to Oakland to freeload.
Shade 4-5.
Read all about it.
Hey, save your change. Sway's got your daily news right here, huh?
All right, 32 minutes into the hour. Just being that it's the holiday season, a lot of family members and people are going to come together. A lot of people won't be working, which creates a lot of ample time. And when you have free time on your hands, what do people like to do?
Drink.
And have sex.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, being that is, a new study finds that women are more likely than men to regret having casual sex, moving too fast in a relationship, or sleeping with the wrong person. Meanwhile, men just regret not having sex with more people. The University of Texas at Austin researchers examined this contrast in sexual remorse between men and women, and with their findings recently published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior. Now, the top 3 most common regrets for women were losing their virginity to the wrong partner,
I agree,
cheating on a present or past partner, and moving too fast sexually. For men, top regrets including being too shy to make a move on a prospective sexual partner. We are predators. Not being more sexually adventurous when young. We are predators. And not being more sexually adventurous during their single days. We are predators. More women than men said having sex with a physically unattractive partner was a top regret. Although rates of casual sex were similar among participants, women reported more frequent and more intense regrets about it.
So men wanted more and women wish less. Women wish that they did it less or had less, and men wish they had it more.
In regards to casual sex.
Oh, my gosh, y'all are horny.
Yeah. So, listen, we're going to take your calls on this. If you have sexual regrets, casual sexual regrets, tell us about that moment.
Losing your virginity?
Or that.
Yeah.
And tell us about the scenario. Paint the picture. What happened when you had that bad casual sex? 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. 34 minutes into the hour. All right, Sway in the morning. Shade 4-5. We're talking about casual sex. A new study that came out that said women are more likely than men to regret having casual sex, moving too fast in a relationship, or sleeping with the wrong person. Meanwhile, men just regret not having sex with more people. Women call up. We got a ton of men, of course, calling up. You ever had casual sex and regretted it? Men, we got Will from Louisiana on the line. Will, what's going on, man? Big Will.
Hey, Will, what up, Will?
Yo, what's good, Sway, Heather?
Hey.
What happened, man?
Hey, man, last weekend, long story short, meet this lady, older than myself. We were chatting it up. She was like, hey, I'm just here on business. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, we can just hang out. She's like, did that mean sex? I said, no, I didn't say sex. So, we're hanging out. We'll go get something to eat. So when we're in the room, she was like, so you staying? I'm like, I can. Long story short, we had sex. And I'm like, yo, that was horrible.
You told her that?
In my mind. Come on, Sway. I can't say that out loud. I was like, yo, that's horrible. So I'm trying to find ways to leave. I get up. Soon as I leave, I get a text message. I hope that wasn't a one-night stand. I'm like, really?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
So she's been blowing me up all week.
Oh, man. Wasn't horrible for her then.
Hey.
She was, come on.
What was horrible?
Willie D.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Willie D, my man, Willie D. My mind playing tricks on me if it's going down. Hey, Will, what was horrible about it, though?
I mean, she was doing too much. You know how, like porn stars, they do too much, all of the sounds and the ooh and the ah. I'm like, be easy. This is supposed to be natural.
Yeah, man. Okay, so she was faking the funk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's a man who regretted having casual sex.
Wow.
So maybe the study isn't as accurate as we thought it was.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, well, thanks for your call. You're a citizen.
I'll sway you in the morning.
All right, I'm going to go to the Long Island. My man JS is out there, man. He had an experience. JS, what up, man? Big
What
J.
up, JS?
What up, Sway? What up, Heather B?
Hey.
So what happened, Jay?
Well, a couple years back when I was in Vegas, I was with this girl. She was a working girl or whatever. I knew what was up.
Yeah.
She had this real cute friend that always used to give me these vibes, and I regret that I never fucked her. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like, my girl was working anyway.
Yeah. Hey, is this Jason?
No.
Oh, okay. You sound familiar to me. You sound like somebody else. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad, Jay.
Talking about?
Yeah, but that was a working girl, so she doesn't count. And so you didn't go after her friend. Was her friend a working girl?
Yeah, she was, but she was fucking cute, man.
Hey, yeah.
I like him.
I don't know if that's the same thing, Jay, when you paying for it, when you tricking it off. But yeah, that's included too.
I guess so.
All right, he's a part of the statistic. Did we get any women calling? Nah, women ain't
We
coming.
don't like to fess up.
Okay,
so.
women, go ahead and call. We'll put you to the voicemail so we can play it back at the end of the show. 888-742-3345. We got the one and only Mr. Casual Sex himself on the line with us right now. The one and only. Hold on, man. That's good. Damn. Mike Muse with the political news.
Mike Muse is Mr. Casual Sex? Ooh.
Mike Muse, you ever regret having casual sex?
Wait, I don't have casual sex, man. I have to be in love with the girl, and I'm really believing in saving yourself for marriage. That's all I like to promote on this show today.
That's abstinence,
wow.
man.
Abstinence is the key to our success.
No self-pleasure there, Mike? Got that?
Oh, wow.
No, man, I don't even want to know that. Hold up, because that might give me a visual. All right. Mike Muse, we got the political news, man. In the news, it's this hot wire right now. President Obama admits Obamacare not the, quote, smart political thing in a letter that someone is now auctioning off. Can we comment on that?
Yes, we can.
All right, that's up next. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5.
And meet the candidates.
That completes the opening statements.
And now,
here's Mike Muse
with the political news on Sway in the Morning.
All right, Sway in the Morning. We got Mike Muse here with us right now. Mike Muse, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, Mike.
Now, Mike, I know we're going to talk about a couple things, but first off, this is hot off the presses. President Obama admits that Obamacare is not the smart political thing to do. It was a handwritten letter to a Texas school teacher, Thomas J. Ritter, who wrote the president expressing his dismay over the Affordable Health Care Act. The president wrote him back, this fifth grade teacher, and said this bill has caused such a divisive and toxic environment. The reality is that any citizen that disagrees with your administration is hold on. The reality is any citizen that disagrees with your administration is targeted and ridiculed. Ritter continued. Ritter wrote that to the president, and he continued to say, "I hesitated to write for fear of some type of retribution. I watched you make fun of teabaggers and your press secretary make fun of Miss Palin, which was especially beneath the dignity of the White House. Do the right thing, not the political thing. Suggest a bill that Americans can support." Obama responded, "I appreciate your concern about the toxic political environment right now. I do have to challenge you, though, on the notion that any citizen that disagrees with me has been targeted and ridiculed, or that I have made fun of teabaggers. I defend strongly the right of everyone to speak their mind, including those who call me socialist or worse. I believe that health care reform will be the right thing for the country. It certainly wasn't the smart political thing. And I hope that the months to come, you'll keep an open mind and evaluate it based on the political attacks, but on what it does or doesn't do to improve the people's lives." Now, Ritter, 49, is putting. He's 49 years old. He's putting a letter up for auction on the web at a starting price of $24,000. He said, "I am selling the letter because I'm just so disappointed, and this Obamacare bill is wrong. The president told me that He told me what he thought I wanted to hear. The letter is just words on paper. It doesn't mean anything to me because Obama doesn't mean any of it. Yo, so why would the president even respond? He damn for winning. He damn if he do, he damn if he doesn't.
Yep. So what happens is the president takes 5 letters every day to where he responds to the citizens, right? Whoever he mails him a letter, he picks 5 and he responds to it. So he doesn't pick 5 that just constantly agrees with his opinion. I will say this about the president, that he will address and engage individuals who disagree with him as well. So that's one how he does his letters. 2, this letter, Ritter is right. There has been this strong divisiveness within our country, and then there's been a strong divisiveness with individuals who are either for Obamacare or against Obamacare. That's caused a very toxic environment. But this environment was already toxic before Obamacare got introduced, just between Republicans and Democrats were so divided in such a toxic environment in Capitol Hill. So Obama is actually right. This wasn't the right political move for him. He could have picked any other easier measure that would have been gotten more consensus between Republicans and Democrats, instead of he literally cashed in his presidency on this healthcare reform. As a result of him cashing in on this healthcare reform, is not the best political move for him to do. Obviously, his second term now has been all about Obamacare, and the polls are definitely not trending in his favor. So it wasn't the right political thing to do, but it doesn't mean it wasn't the right thing to do, which is what he said. He says that I believe that healthcare will be the right thing for the country. So although he did what was right and he did what he thought was best for the country, even though it might not be good for his presidency or even getting reelected. So that's what he meant by that.
Okay, you said that about 3 times in a row. Thank you, Mike Muse, for being very precise and accurate. Okay. Well, let's talk about the new battle of church and state that the Supreme Court is about to take up through Obamacare clause for insurance to provide contraception. Is that going to be big?
It is. So speaking of casual sex and abstinence, right?
Yeah.
So the whole battle of church and state is at hand right now. There's a provision in Obamacare. There's a clause within Obamacare that says that employer-based insurance must provide contraceptives to their employees, contraception coverage to their employees, which include birth control pills and the morning after pill and a couple other forms of contraception. There's a lot of employers who are suing the federal government so that they don't have to provide that. And now the Supreme Court is taking up this case. And the reason why is some companies are founded based on religious principles, and they use that as a foundation, the philosophies of their corporations. So they're saying our company is religious-based. We have religious views, therefore this goes against our religion, therefore we don't have to provide these type of contraceptions because we don't believe it as believers. Well, the Supreme Court now has to make that decision whether or not these companies can hold on to their religious views or they have to be treated as a religious nonprofit, but they can't be for profit. And the danger of that is if the Supreme Court votes and supports and says that these companies can hold religious views based on what they decide, that sets precedent, which is law, that then this could go further beyond contraceptions. They can say that because I have this religious belief, I don't believe, and there are some religions who don't believe in health care, period. They believe in just praying it away. So therefore they can deny their employee any health care. There are also some religions who don't believe in blood transfusions, right? Therefore blood transfusions won't be covered. So it's kind of where it's a really fascinating case to watch because it could set precedent beyond birth control.
When does the vote happen?
The vote is not happening right now, but the case is being taken. The Supreme Court just decided yesterday to take this case up. But this is going to be definitely one of the hottest cases to watch because it's going to set a crazy precedent.
Mike Muse, I love when you pose a question and then people can hit you up directly with an answer or how they feel about it. What's the question for this week in regards to religion and healthcare?
Yes. Should companies allow their religion to decide an employer's healthcare fate?
All right. Hit Mike Muse up at
Twitter. I am Mike Muse. That's I am Mike Muse, M-U-S-S-A-M-E. Or on Facebook, you can like my Facebook page at I am Mike Muse, and I would love to get involved in the conversation with you.
Hit that man up, man. Mike Muse, thank you very much. Happy holidays,
No
Mike
problem.
Muse.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if your religion celebrates Thanksgiving or not, but eat some turkey.
I definitely shall.
All right, man. Have some casual sex. All right, we got sports up next with Heather B.
Yes, we do, Sway, and you won't believe the beef that's going on between the Packers and the Lions.
53 minutes into the hour. Shade 4-5.
I don't believe what I just saw.
It's Sway in the Morning Sports Report on Shade 45.
All right, 55 minutes into the hour. Heather B.
Yeah, Sway citizens. Let's start with the NBA. Last night there were only 4 games played. However, Sway, I thought it was necessary to highlight that your Nets finally snapped a 5-game losing streak.
Rudy Gay, one-on-one with Pierce up top. Shot clock's off, down to 6. Rudy Gay driving on Pierce to the foul line, kicking in the corner. Amir Johnson, 3, short, no good. The tip won't go. The buzzer sounds, and the Nets' 5-game losing streak is over. 102-100, the Nets win it.
Yeah, they won over Toronto. Some other scores from last night were Orlando over Atlanta, 109-92. Golden State by 1 over New Orleans, 102-101. And the Wizards, they beat the Lakers at home. That final was 116-111. Citizens, tonight there are 13 games scheduled in the NBA. Some highlights will be my Spurs visiting OKC, LeBron and the Heat. They head to Cleveland. The Mavs will host the Warriors. And the Lakers will be in Brooklyn tonight visiting the 4-10 Nets.
Why was it necessary to say the 4-10 Nets? You didn't give everybody else's record.
Well, I figured since you'll be present in the game, you need to know beforehand what your team's record was.
I'm a season ticket holder. I know this.
For more info on tonight's game, citizens, go to Channel 221. Moving over to the NFL, we'll have news and updates. Seahawks receiver Golden Tate said the cornerbacks Walter Thurman, who's been suspended for the next 4 games, and Brandon Brown, who I reported yesterday will receive a 1-year ban, were both selfish by forcing the NFL to suspend them for substance abuse policy. He continued to say everyone should realize where the team is, and you're affecting way more than yourself. It is what it is, though. The show must go on, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So he said, let's move on. Also in NFL news, the Eagles have named Nick Foles as their starting quarterback for the rest of the season. Michael Vick will kind of just sit out and kind of play big brother and be a mentor and see what happens for him next season, Sway. Finally, Packers guard Josh Stinton, you're going to love this story. He said the entire Lions defense takes cheap shots. They're dirtbags and scumbags. And it starts with their head coach, Jim Schwartz. He's a dick, too. Now, the reason why I love this story is because tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, a big football game is going on between them, the Packers and Detroit Lions. They'll get it all started off, and that should be a hard-hitting game. Also playing tomorrow, Sway, your Oakland Raiders, they visit Dallas, and Pittsburgh will be at Baltimore. For more info on tomorrow's game, citizens, go to Channel 88. Last but not least, Sway,
hockey.
1 game was played last night. Dallas did beat Anaheim 6-3, and there are lots of games tonight. Citizens, go to Sirius Channel 207 or XM Channel 211.
Hey, I got to say what's up to my good family friends, Jeanette over in Texas, and my beautiful, beautiful little cousin Ava. They're tuned in right now, driving out to New Orleans for Thanksgiving. You guys have a safe trip.
Good morning, yeah.
Man, they got a piece of property out there in Texas that we fly out to, and they got a lake on the property, and it's private. Man, we talking bass, we talking crappie, cats. I love them.
Oh, for the fishing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Heather B. We got Celebrity Wire up next.
Yep, and a credible name says they know exactly who Khloe Kardashian's real father is.
Really?
Yep.
Shade 4-5. All right, Sway in the morning, 4 minutes to the hour, Shade 4-5. Day before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I decided to fly out on Thanksgiving this year, Heather.
Why would you do that?
Because I learned early years ago, because I used to fly from the Bay to L.A. and back to the Bay a lot.
Okay.
And before I moved to New York back in 2000, and the flight was cheaper back then if you flew on Thanksgiving. And what I realized is a lot of people don't fly on Thanksgiving. They fly the eve before.
Yeah.
And so I just hate the rigmarole, the traffic, the congestion of the airport. And so I like to fly on Thanksgiving. Being that I'm flying from the East Coast to the West Coast, I got a 3-hour advantage.
Now, are you an aisle dude or the window?
Definitely window.
Window?
I'm a window guy. Because then you can lean up against the wall like this and fall asleep. If you're in the aisle, you can't lean back. You can't lean to once. You don't want to be touching people when you're in the chair.
So what's your pee count on a 5-hour ride? You don't pee a
lot? My pee count. Man, my body is trained to not pee, not defecate.
Lies.
The only thing I do is flagellants. I haven't trained it not to fart yet.
Oh, God.
But on a plane, you could get one off, and you never know where it's coming from. So it works out. You ever smell that? Everybody just do the same face, but somebody farted.
Yeah.
But we all doing the same face, like, ooh. That's usually me.
You're so nasty.
Yo, it's true. All right, anyway, so we got my man Just Dizzle's coming up. He's going to be in the mix today, all the way from Paris, France.
Yes.
Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Je m'appelle Sway.
Your name is Sway.
Yeah. That's the most basic, right? Dizzle, that's the most basic French.
Yeah. That's the most basic. We hear it in every song, but we don't even talk like that.
Oh, no, I know, man. But you know, man, I took 3 years of French in high school. And my big dream in high school was to study abroad over in Paris. Mm-hmm. And I just got into hip-hop, and it made me dumb. So I just lost the language.
But I didn't learn English from school. I learned it here, talking to people in the streets, translating songs, because I couldn't stand the fact that I didn't understand what it was rapping about. So I would go to Atlanta, Los Angeles, New York, just to get the slang, talk to people, make mistakes, and learn. That's how I learned English.
Damn, he just sunned me right there. So it's just like, get your lazy ass up, go to Paris, and learn how to speak French. That's what you're saying to me.
Because I think it's the best way.
Yeah, do it in the streets.
Correct you on the spot. And when they see you with your hand gestures and stuff, they might be able to know what you're trying to say, and it's easier.
I got an interesting story I'm gonna tell you before you go into the mix. Our buddy Fab, DJ Fab, I went out there to hang out in Paris once, and he put me on an adventure similar to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. I'll explain to it before we go in the mix. All right? Just Dizzle is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Up next on Celebrity Wire.
So GQ, they are ranking the least influential celebrities of 2013. Wait till you hear who's on this list.
Shade 45.
Reporting on arrests.
Have you figured out why I'm in these handcuffs?
Fights.
You're a fucking dickhead.
And celebrity meltdowns.
No! If you can't help them, help me!
It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
All right, 15 minutes into the hour. Tracy G, what you got with that CW?
So apparently for Chris Brown, 3 is a charm when it comes to these rehab stints because he is back to getting the mental healing that he needs, and reportedly he's doing well in rehab. Also, there are plans that he's going to be in court next January so he can fight these assault charges that happened in D.C. where reportedly he punched a guy in the nose. We know that Chris Brown says, nah, he didn't, but he's got to fight that case anyway. Yep. Also, while he's getting months of treatment, 90 days to be exact, he has to serve 24 hours per week of community labor.
So what does that average out to, about 5 hours a day, if you do a 5-day week?
Didn't he cheat before with his
mother?
Yeah.
With his mother? What are you talking about? Oh, come on, Tracy.
All right, not when it comes to incest, but for the community service.
Okay. I got confused.
Because she works for an organization, and she, put a couple extra hours in for him. Now, moving on to some other news. GQ, we've been talking about a lot of their lists, and they're usually positive. They had Hitmaker of the Year, which went to Pharrell. They had Rapper of the Year, which, of course, went to Kendrick Lamar. But now they have a list where they're handing out a crown of thorns, and it's called the Least Influential Celebrities. And here's how they ranked it. Coming in at number 17 was President Obama.
All right, congratulations. You made the list.
Yeah. And now just to go up a notch to number 5, Pope Benedict was up there. Yeah, but I don't really agree with that because he actually did a lot and is completely different from any other pope that we've had.
What are you talking about in his
being very liberal, yes.
to homosexuality?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know this. Wave that flag, Pope. And then at number 4 was our pint-sized favorite partier, Justin Bieber. Number 3 was the professional sexter himself, Anthony Weiner. Number 2 was Paula Deen. Oh! And at number 1 was Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, because remember when he had, like, that weird thing going on, that North Korean dictator?
Yeah.
And he was always over there, like, having weird conversation. They put him up there for that.
Okay.
And also Miley Cyrus, of course, she had to make an appearance. She was at number 6, if you care.
Okay. I think she's very influential, though, to a younger generation of people.
I guess it's because it's not a positive influence.
Well,
And more pandering than anything.
All right, what else you got, Tracy G?
Okay, so remember when everyone was obsessing about Lamar Odom's appetite for crack? But back before that, folks were questioning the identity of his wife's father. This is Khloe Kardashian, of course. And she was even up here about a year ago, and she addressed just that.
Do you know who my daddy is?
I have no idea.
I don't either, honey.
You really don't know?
No, I don't. Well, I know my dad is my dad, but geez, everyone's confusing me at this point. God, Apparently, OJ is my dad. Don't I look half black to you?
The key name in there, O.J. Simpson. And this is probably the strangest twist because now O.J.'s manager, Norman Pardo, is coming forward. He did an interview with In Touch Weekly, and he says that O.J. is the father of Khloe Kardashian. Let me get you some quotes. He says it's going to come out sooner than later. There was a lot of partying going on between Robert Kardashian, OJ, Khloe's mother, Kris, and then, of course, Nicole Brown Simpson when she was alive. And she says that Kris cheated on Robert. It was all a drunken little night of smashing. And now OJ's been trying to get in contact with Kris from jail because you know that he's serving up to 9 years.
Damn. That remind me of this MTV show called Generation Cryo. You know, like Khloe's plight to find out who her father is. First of all, it's very unfortunate that she has to go through this, especially at this time in her life. But people are often searching for their parent. You know, and Generation Cryo is when people who donate sperm donors, they end up having like kids all around the country, just like Vince Vaughn's movies.
Yeah,
And then they're showing this girl and her plight to find like her 16 or 17 siblings, trying to figure out who her daddy is. I'm curious, like watching. It's real life. It's real. It's not fake. It's not scripted. It's none of that. And she's meeting all of her siblings. I'm curious to if any of the citizens tuned in had a scenario like that in your life where you went on a search for your father and figured out who it is. And what did you find? Call us if this happened to you. 888-742-3345.
Now more Celebrity Wire.
You know what? Is that what I said? Because I'll wear your ass out. That's a threat.
On Sway in the Morning.
Do you know who my daddy is?
I have no idea.
I don't either, honey.
You really don't know?
No, I know my dad is my dad, but geez, everyone's confusing me at this point. Apparently OJ is my dad. Don't I look half black to you?
Wow, 22 minutes into the hour.
You got to be careful when you speak things into existence because now O.J. Simpson's manager is saying, yeah, that's actually Khloe Kardashian's daddy.
Can't she just do a DNA test and find out? I mean, it's not like he's dead. They could just go to Maury.
I mean, has it occurred to anyone that, I mean, maybe she doesn't want to know that O.J. is her dad.
Right.
I mean,
she want to know, Sway.
I mean, if O.J. was your dad, and you're Khloe Kardashian, you in the spotlight, you know, you're a global figure now. People know you.
I wouldn't have to tell everybody. It would be between us, but who doesn't want to know?
What's between us anymore in this world of social media?
But that's medical stuff. You don't have to put that out there.
Somebody's going to put it out there.
They get checks from TMZ for that.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I believe she wants to know.
All right, listen, some people are just like Khloe, maybe, you know, not perhaps, well, I'm not going to say just like Khloe, but not sure who their father is.
Yeah.
And some people like Generation Cryo, which comes out on MTV, you should watch this, actually go and search for their who their father is. We got Jose on the line from Pennsylvania. Good morning, Jose.
Hey, Jose.
Jose.
What up, man?
What up? Yeah, I know how she's feeling some type of ways. Like, I know she has to be feeling some type of way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because I've been actually in that predicament of figuring out who is actually my dad and all that.
Yeah. Did you actually do a search?
Yeah, I actually did. I actually found him and all that, and I really did not get along with him after all the stories everybody telling me all growing up about my dad and all. No, I never liked him. Like, I got to meet him and all that, and it was true what everybody was telling me about him and all that. Like, it's actually better not to find out.
Yeah. You know,
than to find out.
Was he happy to meet you?
Yeah, he was. It's just we didn't get along.
Yeah,
by the time it was too late, by the time I got to know him, it was already too late, and I already grew that hatred of.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Yeah, see, the problem with that is you got people who put that energy into your mind before you even meet the person. It's always circumstances, and you never know what the other side of the story is. You know, fortunately for me, my father, I didn't grow up with my father, but my mother never said anything negative about him. So when I did see him, I didn't have these preconceived notions about him.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully it'll work out for you, Jose.
My mom never said nothing. My mom never said nothing bad about my dad, but it was everybody in my dad's side of the family that was like, yeah, he don't want to get to know you and all that.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. But, man, at least you had the opportunity to meet him, man. That's closure. You know, Jose, you're a citizen.
A Sway in the morning.
All right, we're going to go to my man Corey in Vegas. Corey is going to share his story with us as well. My computer just went out here.
Good morning, Corey.
Yeah, is he on?
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
good
okay.
morning, Sway. Good morning, Head to Be.
Hey.
How you doing, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing? Check this out. I live in Vegas. I was raised by my step-pops who was military, all that. Well, my real pops come out here. He looks me up in the phone book, comes out to the house. Before I go get him from the hotel, I go get my bands and all kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
I'm doing my detail service. I have to flex on him, right? He comes out here. He tells me the story, and, you know, I got kids of my own. I kind of understood. So, you know, we communicate on Facebook, but we're not really close. But he's a cool guy. He's a RN and does his thing. I do my thing. I got 3 kids, and it's funny because I just met my 14-year-old daughter. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it works. It comes full circle.
Full
man.
circle. But at least, you know, you guys closed that cycle that, you know what I mean, and found closure in it. Because it's the curious thing is when you want to meet, when you meet your parent, you kind of want to see if you look like them.
Yeah.
If you got the same mannerisms. You kind of want to know their story.
Just to know.
Just to know.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to be best friends. You know, for me, it was like that. And, you know, I was happy that I got a chance to be around my father before he passed away. You never, and then when they pass away, you never had that chance.
Right.
You never had that opportunity. I wish, honestly, sincerely, I hope Chloe gets to the bottom of it, figures it out for herself, and find some happiness or closure in it. We got more Celebrity Wire up next.
Yup, and wait till you find out why Lupe Fiasco called someone a fat white bitch.
He said bitch?
He said bitch.
Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Yeah. All right, now 28 minutes into the hour. Tracy G, we got one more Celebrity Wire story.
Yeah, so Lupe Fiasco, recently he had to cut a show short in Salt Lake City, Utah, and he went on Twitter and he explained it as this. He said, bitch threw some shit. I asked the balcony to come down to the floor. They said, fuck me, so show's over. Now, we found out that the object that was actually tossed his way was a tomato. Yeah. And then Lupe, he further went on Twitter and said, that fat white bitch is lucky that I didn't get anyone on her. And remember, back in 2012, Lupe, he had his song Bitch Bad, where basically he was trying to spark some discourse within hip-hop, talking about tackling misogyny and how, you know, it's used all the time when it comes to women. So it's crazy that he's calling someone a fat white bitch. And then one of his female fans brought it up to him and was like, yo, never saw you use that word in such a way. I'm so disappointed. And then Lupe responded but she was a bitch, though.
Wow. So we can't even play that record no more.
Can we research when that all started? Like, who decided when somebody's on stage, get a tomato and just pound them out?
That's hilarious.
Who said to get the tomato?
White produce, right?
Yeah. We need research on that. So I think it's genius. I love it.
They should have threw bread. You know what I mean? Why produce?
Well, it's great, yo. I love it.
I would have threw pork bacon on the stage. You know, stuff you don't want to eat.
Her aim must have been monster too.
Yo, she's gonna get recruited by a softball team.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Tracy G.
Yeah.
Later on in the show, we're going to replay this Kanye interview that a lot of people have been requesting all morning for us to play, so we'll do it right after the mix. But right now, we got a very special mix that's happening. This is Le Champion.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yeah, comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Ça va bien?
Hold up, man. You're going too fast, man. Ça va? Merci.
No, you're not supposed to say thanks.
You don't? Okay, what do you
Just
say?
Ça va.
Ça va,
Yeah.
ça va. And then how do I say in you?
Toi et toi?
Et toi?
Yeah.
Ça va. Et toi?
Tranquille, ça va très bien.
Oh, okay. You said très bien very well.
Yeah, and then I say tranquille before that, like chilling.
Chilling.
Yeah.
How you say it?
Chilling, tranquille. Like tranquil, tranquille.
Tranquil.
Yeah.
Tranquil. Yo, I need to hang out with Just Dizzle.
For
See,
sure.
I hung out with Fab, who's a DJ out of. First of all, this guy is like one of the biggest DJs in Europe.
Right.
Just Dizzle. Jake, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We have a mutual friend, Fab, not to be confused with Fab Five Freddy, not to be confused with Fabulous in New York.
Okay.
Not to be confused with FAB in Oakland. But DJ Fab, man, he's one of the pioneers over in France that has just been waving the flag for hip hop. First time I went to Paris, King Tech and I, the show we do here on Monday nights on Shade 45 was syndicated in Paris. And he got the station to fly us over there. We did a big concert in partnership with the station. But the experience I had because of Fab was so mind-blowing for me. It just opened my eyes up to the world. And not, you know, they humbled me to the world.
Yeah.
The hip-hop scene over in France is tremendous. In fact, I dare to say people there appreciate music more than we do over here.
Wow.
Not putting a knock on us,
right?
But even the traditional fundamentals of hip hop culture are being celebrated over there. They have their pop stuff too, though.
Yeah.
And you guys go through that disparity between the underground and pop rap as well.
But in the club, it's the same.
It's the same thing.
Some stuff you can do in the club.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
You just can't talk too much on the mic. They'll be like, can you be quiet and play the music?
Yeah.
You got to be able to blend. You cannot just play and stop and play,
You got to know how to mix records.
Yeah. Even girls know. They will tell you he's trash.
Wow. Yeah. It's real over there.
Yeah.
We talked about where hip-hop started, and they damn near got me. But I knew the truth. But Fab did something that was very important in my development. We went out at the time. He was dating someone at the time, and she had a friend. And the girl he was dating and Fab, they left us somewhere in Paris, that area where I can't think. I'll tell you once I think of it. It's an area where everybody kind of congregates and hangs out. That's it. And he left me with the girl who didn't speak English, and I didn't speak French, and she was also from Brazil, and I didn't speak Portuguese. And for a whole day, she and I had to figure it out. She spoke in French, I spoke in English, and I felt like I never had a better communication with anyone in my life. And didn't understand one, but we figured it out.
Right.
And so I learned French, and that I forgot now, through that experience, man. Anyway, Just Dizzle is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
My brother.
Shout out to DJ Fab. He always show you the real.
Yeah, that's
He's
my
one of the
man.
reals.
DJ Fab's one of the truest dudes, man. The world need to know him and recognize him. All right, that's my homie. Just Dizzle's on the ones and twos. Sway in the morning, shade 4-5. It's Just Dizzle. What up, man? What up, son? Good morning.
Wow.
Sway in the morning, shade 4-5. Let me explain to you something. That mix you just heard. The very personification of what hip-hop should sound like blended properly. My man Just Dizzle is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he's from France, but he's of the world. Understand me? Because music is universal in this language.
Right.
In its reach and how we communicate. And Just Dizzle, being from France, not that the United States is the pinnacle of it all. We're all equal.
Right.
Knows how to mix better than 98% of the people you tune into. And I just left 2% because I didn't want to get him too gassed, but but
thanks for the compliment.
I appreciate the way you mix, but I also appreciate your song selection because I know you dig deep into your crates.
Yeah.
And it's not just singles, it's obscurity in terms of good music that people aren't exposed to. Just Dizzle, how can people reach you?
Okay, first of all, you can follow me on Twitter at JustDizzle, JustDizzle, on my website, www.justdizzle.com. And I have a lot of mixes there, maybe 300, all for free.
300 mixes, all for free.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
Funk, soul, R&B, New Jack, go-go, hip-hop, reggae, best stuff, everything. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
And Just Dizzle, I appreciate your patience, brother.
It's all good. I'm seeing you too.
Okay. Go to his website, justdizzle.com. www.justdizzle.com. Get these free mixes. A lot of people who tune in at this time in the morning, a lot of times we got a lot of people who work out.
Yeah, they work out in the morning right before they go to work, and they need to have something to work out to. We have citizens that come in from D.C., from the DMV area. I just don't want to limit it to D.C., but the whole entire DMV area, they're down there working out before they go to work. They need something to work out to.
They're in their cars, they're tuned in, they're on their iPhones tuned in, their iPads tuned in, at work tuned in. And, man, we love when DJs come up here and just give a different vibe, but a great vibe. And so we appreciate you coming up, Just Dizzle.
Thanks for having me.
Dizzle!
Yeah. And tell Fab, DJ Fab, that I'm going out of town until Monday.
He's going to reach out to you.
Okay, for the holidays.
Yeah.
All right?
But I need something from you.
What you need, brother?
A freestyle.
Oh, it's not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen.
A different type of freestyle.
Oh, okay, good.
Chino XL versus Crocodile. I think it was in 99 or 2000. That was one of my favorites.
Sway has that?
Wow. Yeah, well, Chino, what happened was BET had, I think it was Rap City at that time. And they came and did a feature on the Wake Up Show with King Tech and Revolution and myself. And we had Chino and Crooked Eye be the featured rappers because we knew those were like the there wasn't anybody who could stand the test of Chino and Crooked Eye at that time. And they went back and forth and did a cipher that a lot of people don't. And see, this man is all the way in France and knows this. That a lot of people aren't aware of. I'll dig that up and get it for you, all right?
Yeah, because I don't think you realize the impact you'll have on people overseas. I don't think you know.
I don't.
I don't think you know.
I will humbly say I don't, but I will also say, man, I really appreciate it, though.
Thanks for having me.
I really would appreciate. I really appreciate it. When I come to France, let's hang out, man.
Yeah, I need DJ Wonder in Paris too.
Yo, Wonder, you ready to go, baby? You international?
I'm telling you, me, like when I'm riding or when I'm walking out or anything, I like to listen to DJ mixes.
Yeah.
Right. He's one of the DJs I listen to.
Yep, and one you respect, right?
I don't listen to more than 5 DJs.
Damn.
You know, so he got to come. I think he's going to burn the clubs there.
That's what's up. Let's make it happen. Kelly Kincaid is here. We just coordinated, you know. I actually travel with Wonder, so if you hire him, I'm there.
He has to come. I told him that the other day. He has to come.
Oh, Heather, too. Heather, too.
People love you. All Glocks down.
Thank you.
All that. It still rings in the club.
Yeah,
Trust me. I have a friend, whenever I play that or if Heads Only Knew, he just take his shirt off.
He takes his shirt
Automatic.
off. Yo, we were in where were we at? Montpellier.
Yeah,
and we were shooting the movie, the Battle of the Year movie.
Yeah.
And we went to a club that night, and what were they playing? All Glocks Down. This was last year.
They still play.
They still play.
In Paris, we play everything. It's not. Just
I need to come
40.
perform that live for your audience.
I'm telling you, you have no clue.
There it is. You could do it right now. And he could take it.
Go ahead,
Why you trying? Well, you didn't do a freestyle for Dizzle.
He asked me for a different freestyle.
Can y'all do a freestyle for me?
All Glocks down. Come on, Heather, you go first.
The intro was long, Sway.
Down.
You got it. I could break it.
Whatever you want.
Go ahead, Sway. You still got to gas me up.
Yeah. I'm down for whatever you want.
All Glocks down. Arriving is the bulletproof lyricist. All rude boy, big up. Now hear this. I'm classic like a Coca-Cola. Why don't you roll a L and make it spiffy? Are the L's twisty? Oh yes, let's get lifty. Long live the rugged female. Have the beat, so all you gun waving niggas, put down your Glocks, please. No need for waving the heart anymore. The bulletproof lyricist is knocking at your door. So open up, let me in. Let's get nasty if you want. I'll freak that butt like a Phil by Heather Hunter. Touch you, cut you, I might just bust you. Bust your shit, MC turn trick. East Coast kid, how I swing. Bounce to Brooklyn. No need to tell you what I partook in. Just know Heather B is back in town. There's no question.
All Glocks down.
Yeah, swear that's for Just Dizzle.
Yo.
Sway really gets a whole verse, Just Dizzle.
Man,
that was really
whole
like
verse right there.
Yeah.
Yo, Sway in the morning, Shade 4
I
5.
fucking hate this song, Wonder.
We got that song? Just Dizzle. Thank you for coming.
No, we
through.
talking about 2 Chainz, Black Spaghetti. I don't like that song.
Come on, stop, Heather. We got our Kanye interview up next. Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning, Shade 4 5, 16 minutes into the hour. What we're going to do is we're going to rerun the interview that Kanye West visited us yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been trending all day yesterday.
You're famous.
That's great.
You're famous. I mean, to go on Twitter and just see the word Sway. You think like something happened, and then it's just like Sway. Like Marlon Wayans said that about you. Sway's the new period. Remember?
Period. When did Marlon say that before?
He did. Marlon Wayans came by here when Pat Poose did that amazing 5 Fingers of Death. And then at the end of his 5 Fingers of Death, he was like, blah, 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 and then he ended it. Sway.
Sway in the morning.
Sway's the new period. When I just lay pussy out, when I just blow it up, I'm going to come like, oh, Sway. Obama get reelected. Sway.
Shade 45.
That dude is a nut, man.
That's
Marlon
how you were
Wayans,
trending.
Wayans brothers.
Sway.
Most talented family of comedy there is.
Yeah.
Kanye came by, very profound individual. He has a great message that he's trying to get out. And I think it might, in terms of what's going on in the bigger picture in regards to classes and behavior in places of fashion and around the world and finance, so on and so forth. And him and I had a conversation yesterday, and it was a great conversation. At the end of the day, like brothers, we shook hands, hugged, and went our separate ways. So there's no animosity. I think he's brilliant, and but a lot of people want to hear this conversation.
They do.
Here it is. Kanye West. I'm sorry, I know our time is limited and I don't see you. What I don't understand
No,
is...
I give you a little bit more time. We can go. Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Then you gave me time. You gave me my first TV. It's all coming together, man.
I gave Sway his first TV.
God damn it.
Like you just ain't never had a TV ever before in your life.
Yo, Kanye, you helped you, Sway.
That was classic, though, man. That was classic. But why is it that you need these people? It's like you said, you don't need anybody to do these things. You don't need Adidas if you want to do a new shoe. Why?
Because you need proper production to bring something that has certain value. I mean, the thing is, put it like this. In order to get, like, if I want to get this Japanese level thermal, right, at a better price if I'm starting small, I'm not going to be able to get the best price, and I'm going to be losing money to the point where I can't afford it. I went $13 million in debt working on my clothing line, and I'm getting Kanye Wested constantly with the prices everywhere I go. So that means that if someone got less money than me, they charging me a bunch more because they look at me as the money. That's something they do. They take these celebrities and they show you this fabulous life of non-billionaires. That's not I'm talking about it's maybe it's like 20 hot celebrities a year. It's 1,470 billionaires. Those 20 hot celebrities, if they were billionaires, they could make sure they're celebrities forever. Yeah. But they be out of there. They get the wrong hit. They get in trouble. They do this. They lose this contract, blah, blah, blah. They are controlled by that. My thing is, I was out in Italy, even right now, trying to start my own company. The type of people that work with musicians, for the most part, is very difficult to get high-end, respected fashion people to work with someone that's considered to be a musician.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get the good people because tell me this, if someone was a fashion designer and came to Dr. Dre, would Dr. Dre produce for them? No, it's hard. Yeah. It's just as hard as it was bringing Mos Def to the studio with Jay-Z. Now it's like, and that's what the college dropout was. It was the combination of those things.
Yo, this is Tego Calderon here chilling with
Adidas for giving me an opportunity. It wasn't that Nike didn't offer me a contract. It still was extremely marginalized and a slap in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they let me design, it's like, yeah, they did me a favor by letting me design, but they let other people design. They let Pharrell design. They let Eminem design. I just designed the Yeezys. I turned up where they didn't think I could turn up that far. And they tried to hold it back. It was like that moment, when I thought about taking Nicki's verse off of Monster, because I knew people would say that was the best verse on the best hip-hop album of all time, or arguably top 10 albums of all time, right? And I would do all that work, 8 months of work on Dark Fantasy, and people to this day would say to me, oh, my favorite thing was Nicki Minaj's verse. So if I let my ego get the best of me, instead of letting that girl get the shot to get that platform and become all she could be, I would take it off or marginalize her, try to stop her from having that shining moment. So what happens when Mark Parker's riding on his jet? Would somebody come up to him and say, my son's favorite shoe is a Yeezy? Now, they could have been working on the Flynet for 5 years and working on this project, but what I was doing was so disruptive. As disruptive as that Nicki Minaj Monster verse is how disruptive the Yeezys were. People hadn't felt that feeling since the Jordans. And by the way, the Jordans only popular at this point because of two people, me and Don C. Because Don C was ordering them vintage Jordans when the 4s used to break apart on the sole, and we was wearing them back when I was wearing a Louis Vuitton backpack with the polos, and the brand Jordan looked at us and said, oh man, we got to start retroing them. Because when you think of Jordans, what you think of? You don't even know what the new Jordans look like. All you think about is them retros.
What's going to happen with the Red Octobers?
You know what Nike told me when I asked them? We ain't sure. You know what they told the store, though, of my boy that run a store? They said, if y'all want that Red October, you got to take these 10 other shoes. So they told me they ain't sure. But then they told him, if you want that Red October, but legally, we got to both sign that contract, Mark Parker. I'm going to put Mark Parker all on that Summer Jam screen. And by the way, Mark Parker, yes, I will still accept an investment in Donda. I got some more ideas that don't involve shoes. But if you guys are investing in the arts, y'all want to invest in this school in Brazil, y'all want to go to Africa, I'm standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google, Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
you ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you.
You
a
ain't
question.
been doing the education,
bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Kanye, calm down.
You don't have the answers though.
Calm down.
Because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Yes, but I spent hundreds of thousands and putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree. All I'm asking you,
and it ain't no Ralph though. It ain't Ralph level.
Let me ask you this: I'm asking.
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
Kanye,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I lost money, but that's not
exactly. And I could lose money on a higher level too. Don't think just because. Don't think because I got the most or the least money.
Let me finish my question, dog.
Man, man.
Let me hear the question.
You don't have the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question. Why is it that you can't? You have money.
I just told you I lost the money because I did not have the knowledge of how to do it the right
way. So you don't have the money to do it. That's your answer. You ain't got to turn up, man. This ain't no fucking show, man. I'm talking to you as a homie.
No, it ain't no homie, man, because the thing is, the bottom line is,
man, everybody, you ain't got to turn up like you ain't got to. No, hold up. You
ain't no hold up.
Listen, bro.
Ain't no hold up.
It ain't got to be no hold up. I'm asking you a question.
Ain't no hold up.
I'm asking you a question.
Ain't no hold up.
What do you mean it ain't no hold up, man? We here talking as civilized people. I'm trying to understand your world because when I go to your concert, I'm curious about what you're saying. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the questions.
Well, I'm explaining to you what it is.
Okay, but you ain't got to turn up on me man to man, dog. Fuck these mics. We could turn all this shit off. You ain't got to do this. It's cool. I love you, bro. But you ain't got to turn up. Don't try to embarrass us.
I'm not trying to embarrass y'all. What I'm trying to say to y'all is this industry of what I'm trying to get into, ain't nobody never broke down. Ain't nobody broke down. We all slaves. So I ain't trying to disrespect you on your show. We all slaves or something.
About my show, yeah.
I ain't trying to disrespect you, period. Let me talk if you're going to have me talk. We all slaves. We all slaves. And y'all ain't experienced nothing right here but a moment from a movie out of glory. Back in the days, the slaves had enough money, they could buy their own freedom. We all say we slaves to Nike, we slaves to Benz, we slaves to public perception, we slaves to not looking, what somebody gonna say after the interview. Why you let Kanye do that? You should have checked him.
I don't give a
I love you, man. I'm sorry. I love you, man. I'm sorry, okay?
That's fine.
But look at this. This is exactly what happened at the French Revolution. This is exactly what happened. I'm sure some arguments with Harry Tubman and other people talking about, let's go this way, let's go that way. But what I'm trying to say is, I sat in Paris and met with these people. I invested my own money and lost money. I made T-shirts that made money. I made music that made money. But at the end of the day, Lucy and Grange still cut my music checks.
Rewind! It's the Sway in the Morning Rewind. Only on Shade 45.
Kanye West.
See, I could turn around you because I love you as my brother. We got history. I know that we going to hug it out. Everything is cool and stuff.
We're good money. And we haven't talked in a while. And what you go through. And by the way, I am always in your corner.
Yeah.
And you're right. You're in a realm where we don't know. People don't know what you're experiencing. Man, all these fucking names you name it sound foreign to me, bro. Because we don't know. But we need you to explain it. If I ask you a question, man, you can't blow up on it. I'm trying to understand. Why can't you? I don't understand. Now I do. I don't understand why you need these people to get your music out. You got the internet. You the king of the internet. When you did your Good Fridays, that was fucking internet. Nobody did nothing like that. Why you need those people is what I don't understand. But you explained it to me. That's a fair question. Let's talk about your music real quick, though. All right. Because I know you got to go.
Lord, my drink is running out too, Sway. Goodness.
First of all, the Yeezus album was incredible to me.
Thank you.
There's a lot of messaging that I liked. Sonically, it was different. It reminded me of a time we were on the road talking to veterans, and I asked you about music, and you said, I don't use sounds. I said, how you picking your sounds? You said, I don't see music as sounds. I see it as colors. So when I listen to your music, that's what I do. I see it as colors. Two things. I'm curious to why Pusha T and Big Sean weren't on this tour. when they're good music artists? Why you decided not to put them on the tour?
Well, every artist that makes good music is on good music.
Mm-hmm.
Drake on good music.
Okay.
Wayne on good music. James Blake on good music. Frank Ocean on good music. You make good music, you on good music in my mind. I'm not marginalized by the brand of the deal that I've taken from Universal in order to cut some of my homeboys some checks so that we can, work on creative projects together. I'm not marginalized by the branding concept of good music versus cash money. All I do, text baby like, yo, we need to do something together. You know what I'm saying? We not each other's enemies. And everybody got to get their own, maybe it's just a piano that I bring in for John Legend, executive produce that. Maybe it's an art package that I do for Pusha, or beg him to take like a certain song off that I think sound too commercial, because we didn't, we didn't quite get to that with Big Sean on some of the songs that I wanted to take off and stuff. And it upset me as a hip hop artist a bit. And now he gonna turn up on this next one, and we talked it out and everything, and that's what it's gonna be. But I think that for me, I serve as an inspiration. Why I think we do go hard. I feel like starting from the bottom, now we here is Drake rapping harder because we pushing harder. We pushing each other like. When Jadakiss and Styles were spitting, we had to push each other. And what I'm establishing with Yeezus is, to take that stance, and I put my whole family on my back, and I say, fuck the radio. As that number one most important artist of our generation to say that. And I'm saying fuck the radio, not saying I don't want to be played on the radio, but it's just saying stop making songs for the radio, make songs for the people. Make songs, and then some people could say, well, man, I don't feel like Jesus is for the people. I don't feel like blah, blah, blah. Or make songs for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make songs, because for me, I like On Site. I like all the songs. That's the shit that's enjoyable for me to listen to after because when I was in Paris, man, I worked on that album. I'm sitting, my mom had nicknamed me Mandela when I was a shorty. I wanted to burn those buildings down. It's a misconception that I said boycott Louis Vuitton. You can't I wouldn't tell nobody to boycott a brand ain't nobody even thinking about no more. Nobody think about buying a Louis Vuitton. That brand old. You know what I'm saying? Nobody think about that brand. I wouldn't say boycott that brand. I'm talking about some relevancy, but I wanted to go in and turn. Because let me tell you something else that is so hip-hop. The music and the clothing are just as important. Mm-hmm. That's what make you hip-hop. You show people that you hip-hop by what you wear. So if I was able to be considered a person that wasn't allowed to be hip-hop, wasn't allowed to be a rapper, and I went in and turned around and became the most important not rapper but artist of the past 10 years, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be the first straight hip-hop, loud, celebrity, non-etiquette having, blackout all the time, fresh-ass, super tasteful designer of all time. I'm going to be the Tupac of clothing. Mm-hmm. You can't be a bigger music superstar than Michael Jackson. Okay. You can't be a bigger basketball star than Michael Jordan. Yeah. You can't be a bigger rapper than Tupac. But it's a space and it's product territory to Steve Jobs that all the way.
Okay. And I respect that, and I think that's what makes you great. That's what makes you an inspiration. You're fearless. Okay? Yeah. And we need that in hip hop. I've seen that with Pac. I see that with you. I've seen that with Jay. I see that with Drake in the way he makes his music. You know, people critique him by this. He's going through similar things you went through, but he's fearless. But at the end of the day, too, at the core of all this, what made me like you in the first place is that you're talented and you know how to rap well. So all this shit started with rap, bro.
It's the Sway in the Morning Rewind.
You requested it, so we rewind.
More highlights up next on Shade 45.
All right, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, 44 minutes into the hour.
Yeah.
This station, Shade 45, was built on opportunity.
Absolutely.
Someone provided Eminem an opportunity to let his skills shine, and the rest is history. So who are we not to extend the same for up-and-coming artists like those that tune into this station? We call them the citizens of Shade 45.
Yep.
And bring to them opportunity. Hence why we created the segment, Get in the Game.
Yeah.
Get in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Your opportunity to break into the music business because you've had doors slammed in your face. You've had people tell you no.
Get out of here.
You haven't had the proper access to get your music out.
You're a loser.
And you've never been heard.
Shut up.
Well, today, all of that is going to change for sure. Shell Rock the Scholar. Shell Rock the Scholar.
In the morning.
What up,
Hi,
homie?
Shell Rock the Scholar.
First off, I just want to say this is an honor to be on this show. This is a legendary spot where people have made their mark on hip-hop, and I really appreciate that.
Hey, man, I appreciate your appreciation for this culture. I know that you're 21 years of age, right?
I can't hear you breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're 21, right?
Yeah. I just turned 21.
And you went to a Nativity Prep Academy?
Yeah, I went to it was a small school. I went out there when I was younger, but it gave me some good values, and I try to carry that throughout my life.
All right, you put out that mixtape. You've been rapping for a minute. So what your objective is to kind of break the stereotypes that young black men in particular have, correct?
Yeah, I'm half Cape Verdean, half white, so I mean, I've seen both sides of it. I really just tried to the whole thing with music is everybody rapping about the cars, the clothes, this and that. I mean, yeah, everybody like that, but what else?
Yeah, right. What else? I like that.
Cape Verdean. Can you explain? Go into detail a little about your history, your background.
Well, Cape Verde is off the western coast of Africa. It's a small chain of islands. That's where my father's family's from.
Mm-hmm.
They came over here a couple generations ago. My great-grandfather sold land so other Cape Verdeans could come here.
Okay.
To give them the opportunity.
Okay, man. Listen, man, I'm curious to hear what the music sounds like.
Right.
And we're going to have the citizens chime in and say whether we should put you in the game or sit you on the bench. The first song we're going to play from Shell Rock the Scholar is Lyrical Murder. I'm spitting, and we want you guys to call us and let us know what you think. Put them in a game or sit them on the benches. Shell Rock the Scholar.
It's an opportunity.
Appreciate that.
This is America, ain't it? Who the fuck's stopping you?
Yeah. You're nothing without focus. You heard him. Shout Rock. Turn around. I'm spitting. Turn around. I'm spitting. Turn around. I'm tyrannic but damaged with no hammers. You amateurs compared to us like LL to cannabis. I'm the best MC, east to west, bi-coastally disposing you openly if you try approaching me. Leave you hanging on a bar, got the rope with me. Dope so potent, you a swam token potpourri. So many, got JLX missing note with me. More than a prop, nobody know how to cope with me. Punchlines for crunch rhymes, snack rappers for lunchtime. Graduate these cats, alum not a dumb crime. Smooth way to cock it, too fast to profit. And if you dock in my pockets, I'm Houston with the Rockets. Like Slaughterhouse, I was balling out in my state of mind. Could never skate a board, but always love to grind. Trying to contact the contract and compromise. What connects to the X, next genetic dollar sign. Man of silence and violence, trapped in confinement. I've decided to rise and act defiant just to break the silence. My composure is kosher till I approach your poster like a poster, like Jeffrey roast you like a broken toaster. But I'm a fiend for the microphone. Decipher codes, to see the dope chromosomes that I was on. Vocab so fab, it's living street dreams. Empresses greet me, so no need to even meet queens. Success is glory, check the story. I make the game a wife, my life and soul to take. Cause the pole is nice and the poltergeist is back to get right, rap, and suck like a Dyson vat. On Titanic tracks, better jump to life rafts or face the Titans rap. Who could get it hype like that? Shell Rock, call a bell hop, tell them hell's hot. Tired of spitting these 16x3 cell blocks. Cause my dialect is opposite to Prilosec. Burn you like ether, my reefer is even Bible-esque. I'm tireless, stay working and they stay buying it. You whack cats just tend to flake like psoriasis. I'm a youngin' up and coming down for making hundreds. Slaying numbers with the bars that I summon, I'm running. No Novocaine, but the lines are so stunning. An abundance of jabs, no my swag kept coming. Mayweather tagging, champion, no bragging. Your girl dropping the top and riding, no acid. I support Martin, know I got the crown tatted. King of all kings, know my bars so savage. Stacking the cabs and live lavish like we all imagine. Attack backstabbers and haters with no compassion. Eyes massive, I'm trashing the flow. Exactly what they asking, still unimaginable. My brain in the game has them slaving away for the page and the pay, which I gain day to day. I got paper for the payless, race for the races. Bars too hot, can't wait for you to take it. No patience, I'm tired of domination. Inspired, no provocation, I'm high off the combination. Sit back, relax, recline, rewind that. I'm the kind of rhyme you would find defines rap. When wordplay addictive, that's why the fiends copping it. Fire so hot, words is burning my esophagus. Even an optimist, seldom opposite to jealous of my opulence. I'm mopping competition and it's obvious. Yo, monotonous, I'm a rapper pathologist. Consolidating theories, surpassing all of the compliments. Cut the bullshit, you didn't understand that. I supply the lyrical high to rock from real rap. Real rap.
I like that. That the B.
But see, I absolutely love it too, Sway, and it sounds like nothing else.
Yes, yes.
Ugh.
Shell Rock the Scholar. Say his name. Shell Rock the Scholar.
Wow.
I like that, brother.
Sound good, dude.
Lyrical Murder. I'm spinning. Shell Rock, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just all right now. I'm here Sway in the morning, and everybody else over there saying Shell Rock the Scholar. I've been dreaming of this.
Man, that's what's up, bro, man.
You sound good.
You gotta believe it, man. It could happen, man. We got Nate from Indiana on the line. What do you feel about that? Put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Yeah, put him in the game. He's different.
He's different, right?
He's different. He's
Nate,
different.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. And this is the realest audience you ever gonna get. I don't care who you listen to, where you listen. It doesn't get no more real than this. They're gonna tell you. Belante in Colorado, put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Man, I'm putting him in the game. I'm curious.
Yeah, it makes you curious,
Yeah.
right? Derek in El Paso, put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Put him in the game.
There it is, man. We got Marcos in St. Louis. Put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Yo, that's right. Put him in the game. I'll let him live from content and delivery.
All right. We got Flight in Denver. Put him in the game or sit him on the bench? You there?
You got to put him in the game, Sway.
There it is, man.
Woo.
All right. They be knowing in Denver. Trust me, man. There you go. It's clean sweep.
Clean sweep for this one.
We're going to play one more song. It's called 420. April 20th. I'm trying to understand what's the significance of that.
Well, you see, pot smokers used to congregate at 420 and on the date 420. So I got this joint over here for everybody who's celebrating 420, no matter what time of day it is. And we celebrating 420 over here.
All right. Well, here it is, 420. Let us know what you think. Shell Rock the Scholar. Put him in the game or sit him on the bench. 888-742-3345. Pass that, Heather.
Shell Rock. Yeah. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Hard to explain why they live a life of voyeurism, no boy decisions, tired of childish coy commitments. So I seek that silk, tell me ain't the soy delicious. Dream salesman, and I'm asking where your boy commission. My volition gets lifted when I get twisted, and if it was different, yes, I'd always make the right decision. It's given a time will test where I digress. Kryptonian fly guy, it's on my sci-fi chest. I was home to the Capone, but never shy or erroneous. Exposed foes, the pros, the throws, even the phoniest. Souls out of control, can't cajole this vocalist. Enduring the Cold War, similar to Soviets. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Back in the 90s, baggy apparel appropriate. Minus the stereotypic world-class chauvinist. Life full of doors, tough decision when to open it. Precision with my math, exact, I stack copious. Assets from multiple fast cash facets. Fascinated by money applications. Half of these Vegas cash trapped in a captivation. Hungry for the money, can't you see the salivation? At my resource allocation, got economies of scale. Check my bar proliferation, clear to see I'll never fail. On the trail so I can sail along the parallel economy and sever the competition, a lyrical embodiment. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. I do my own thing, pardon the autonomy, a prodigy. Taming the savage, eloquent dichotomy. I conjure poems with lessons, if not my apologies. Back to soundly scripting depictions of my sovereignty. People free to speak, people leak a young Socrates. Autograph a book of breast, some sort of property. No disrespect, women attest to my propriety. A gentleman, intelligent development society. Love my esoteric elements, the type of challenge a real assassin would relish in. So I let them revel in the decadence and spaz and turn the ass into sediment. Treasure from my alchemy, no fallacy, it's effortless. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. 420 is the time of day. I get up, hit class, then it's time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by. Time for me to get high, time for me to get by.
There it is, 420. That's Shell Rock the Scholar.
Sway, can I make a G call?
Yeah, go ahead.
If the citizens tell him to be benched, can I override this one artist and just say he needs to be in the game regardless?
Wow, Heather B made a G call.
I gotta make a G call.
That's the first time, right, Tracy?
Yeah, I don't make G calls unless I mean them.
She doesn't even She never gave Tracy G a G call.
Never, because Tracy's a whack freestyler.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it though today again.
Today we
Round
going in?
two.
Round two.
All right.
I know you guys are sitting on the edge of your seats for that. Jermaine in Orlando, man, put him in the game or sit him on the bench.
Put him in the game, man. He's dope as hell, man.
No doubt.
Right. Dennis in New Orleans, put him in the game or sit him on the bench.
Put him in the game so he did his thing.
Oh, much love.
That's what's up, man. Reg in New York, man. Should we put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Nah, I respect that. That's a big G call, man. Put him in the game, baby.
Oh, it is, man. All right. We're going to go to San Diego. Kat in San Diego. Kat, how you doing? Put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Sway, you're a badass. Heather, I fucking love you. Tracy G, you're the bomb. Listen, abso-fucking-lutely, put this motherfucker in the game.
There it is, man. Kat is sure of herself, man.
Yeah, I love her.
Wade in Virginia, put him in the game or sit him on the bench?
I say definitely put him in the game. For him to be so young and not popping no bubble gum, he gets much respect.
There it is.
Bubble gum.
Shell Rock
Much
the
respect
Scholar.
out there.
We got to add it up. We got to add it, Heather B.
I'm trying.
Got to get it together, man. All right.
Wow. The citizens have voted without my G call. Shell Rock the Scholar, you are in the game, my friend.
I'm in the game.
You in the game.
This is the best feeling in the world.
Man, good. You know what, man? What we're going to do is we're going to post one of your songs on swaysuniverse.com. Lyrical Murder?
I think so.
Lyrical Murder.
Yeah, too many 420 songs. This is, I think, Lyrical Murder.
Heather said Lyrical Murder. We're going to post that on swaysuniverse.com. Heather spearheading this one, so that's the one we're going to play on this morning show periodically. And if people want to reach you, Sherlock the Scholar, how can they reach you?
You can catch me on YouTube. Check out Shell Rock.
Shell Rock. I'm sorry, I said Sherlock, man.
Good, man.
Shell Rock the Scholar.
He don't care if Sway messes up his name.
Yeah, yes he does.
Yeah, it's cool. I appreciate you saying the name, Sway. It's an honor. You can catch me on my website as well, curbsintheburbs.com with Z's on the curbs and the burbs.
Curbsintheburbs.com.
Sway, could you fix him real fast?
Okay.
And tell him
Shell
about
Rock the Scholar.
Yeah, his
The centralized
I just want to shout out real quick.
All right, but
Curbs in the Burbs, that's what I rock with.
Okay.
All Rhymes Entertainment, Rough Riders, and my boy Bishop Bacon Knock, my engineer.
Hey, man, but consider bringing everybody to one central branding name. It's easier for people. Shell Rock the Scholar is your name. Consider consolidating all that. You know what I mean? So if some people they don't know you. So they got to go 3 different places to find you. It might not work out.
Like Shell Rock?
Yeah, but just consider that in the future. That's just a word of advice, all right? It's coming
All
from
right,
Real Sway on Twitter, Real Sway on Instagram.
SwaysUniverse.com. Everything is Real Sway.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Shell Rock the Scholar, ladies
No
and gentlemen.
doubt.
Much appreciated.
Okay, he's in the game, man. Hey, man, have a good day. You in the game, baby.
Tune up.
Up next, we got Movie Junkies with DB, Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. I sound like a New York mixtape DJ right now.
It's pandemonium.
Let's go. Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5, day before Thanksgiving. We're all getting ready. In fact, we already started partying, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right, Tracy G?
Yep, my stomach's been grumbling, and I've been putting cupcakes in there and some liquor.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I never thought to ask you.
I'm sitting down at the table.
Uh-huh. With your parents?
Yes, with my parents and my younger sister. But this year, I'm actually going to be contributing something. I'm going to attempt to make banana pudding.
Really? Tracy G making banana pudding.
Let's see.
I would ask you if you could save me a piece so I could taste it, but I'm not back till Monday. Did your little sister go to your party?
She did.
So I didn't get a chance to meet your little sister.
Nah, I was hiding her from the wolves. I was being very careful and overprotective.
How old is your little sister?
She's 23, which I know is very, past the adult stage, but she's still, 16 for life to me.
All right. And remember when you were 23, the things you were doing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Which is why I'm trying to protect her.
Oh, okay. You're protected from becoming you. All right. We got DB coming up with Movie Junkies momentarily, and we're going to follow that up with Celebrity Wire with Tracy G. It's Sway in the Morning Shade 4-5. Here's Bun B. Pick up the album.
Spirit of pimp.
The most critically acclaimed critical critic of them all. It's Movie Junkies. This be calling me, man. With DB. You are such an asshole. On Sway in the Morning.
That's right. We do it weekly, ladies and gentlemen, going into the holiday season. Just to make sure you are up on the movies you need to see. 22 minutes into the hour, we have our movie expert, the one, the only DB.
Good morning, citizens. Welcome to a special edition of Movie Junkie. I know a lot of you are trying to get home for the holidays, so let's get right to the box office results. The Best Man Holiday fell down to number 3 with $12.5 million. This movie had a good run, but it's probably a wrap after this week. Thor: The Dark World got knocked down to number 2 with $14.1 million. Not bad, but not even close to first place. Coming in at number 1 with the 6th largest box office opening weekend ever, The Hunger Games: Catching Fire raked in nearly $160 million.
Damn. Wow. Would you recommend people see that one, DB?
I would. It was pretty entertaining.
That's just expert commentary. Well, what was entertaining about it?
It had a lot of action. Woody Harrelson was very funny.
It sucked. I didn't like Hunger Games Part number two.
But you said when Stanley Tucci was here, you liked it.
I liked him.
Oh, okay.
I said I liked you in the movie. That movie sucked.
Fine.
Anything else, DB?
Yeah. Let's talk about the movies coming out this week. Old Boy. Spike Lee directs his remake of the 2003 Korean film by the same name. Josh Brolin plays a kidnapped victim held captive for 20 years, now out for revenge.
Hello.
Hello, Joseph. How was your first day of freedom?
Who is this?
I believe that we are solely responsible for our choices, and we have to accept the consequences of every deed, word, and thought throughout our lifetime.
I like Spike, I like Josh Brolin, but I like the original better. Also opening, Mandela. Idris Elba portrays South Africa's first democratically elected president, Nelson Mandela, in this biopic of his life journey.
Do I betray our people?
You have been away a long time.
What does that mean, I've been away? Does that mean now you can terrorize people? The burning, the necklacing, that has to stop, Winnie.
Do you realize there's a war out there? The people are angry.
We are all angry. I am angry. You are angry. But you must show loyalty.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Mandela.
Thanksgiving is all about family, so my classic movie pick is Addams Family Values, starring Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, and Christopher Lloyd. A gold digger is after Uncle Fester's fortune, and the kids Wednesday and Pugsley are sent to camp where they learn the importance of Thanksgiving.
We cannot break bread with you. You have taken the land which is rightfully ours. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims, especially Sarah Miller. Gary, she's changing the words. And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
Be safe out there and try not to scalp any relatives over the holidays.
Show your ride.
That's all for this week. I am the movie junkie, DB.
Thank you very much, DB. I appreciate you and your movie expertise.
No problem.
Okay, we got Celebrity Wire up next.
Yep, and GQ is ranking the least influential celebrities of 2013.
Sway in the Morning Shade 4-5.
Reporting on arrests.
Have you figured out why I'm in these handcuffs?
Fights.
You're a fucking dickhead.
And celebrity meltdowns.
No! If you can't help them, help me!
It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
All right, 39 minutes into the hour, Tracy G.
Yeah! Yeah, so I know currently everyone's obsessing about Lamar Odom's supposed insatiable appetite for crack, but a year ago, the big question was about the identity of his wife's father and his wifey being Khloe Kardashian, and she actually came up here, and she even addressed this issue.
Do you know who my daddy is?
I have no idea.
I don't either, honey.
You really don't know?
No, I know my dad is my dad, but geez, everyone's confusing me at this point. God, apparently OJ is my dad. Don't I look half black to you?
Pay attention to that name, O.J. Simpson, because his manager, Norman Pardo, he recently did an interview with In Touch Weekly, and this is the bomb that he dropped for everybody. He said it's going to come out sooner or later that O.J. Simpson is the daddy of Khloe Kardashian. And he said some years back, O.J., Robert Kardashian, and also his ex-wife, Nicole Brown, and Chris, they were all vacationing together. And he says that Chris cheated on Robert, and she's known for having a good time. So, in a drunken state of mind, she opened her legs
Allegedly.
and let OJ get to slamming.
Could it be? If OJ is her father and she knows that, she's just embarrassed. You know, who really wants to claim OJ? You know, like...
Oh, he got kids, Heather, and all, due respect to those kids.
Listen, no, I'm not talking about his children because they're cool. Like, I'm saying, who's really claiming OJ? Like, if it was Jordan, if Michael Jordan was her pops or Tiger Woods, it'd be like, word, that's my dad. Yeah. Nobody's really rocking with OJ right now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Maybe she don't want to claim him.
She don't want to rock OJ.
No, she just don't want to rock him.
Because that's a whole nother press run when you got to talk about OJ.
And he killed.
He did.
Well, he got acquitted of that.
But he killed.
If it don't fit, you must acquit.
But he killed. We know OJ did it.
And he's still in prison for kidnapping and robbery, so that's just as bad. Now, moving on to some
framed
other...
for that. It's so allegedly.
He's killed, though.
But he was convicted of that.
Yes, exactly. Now, moving on to other news in the magazine world, we've been talking about a lot of lists that GQ has been putting out. Hitmaker of the Year went to Pharrell Williams. Rapper of the Year that went to Kendrick Lamar. But now they're handing out a crown of thorns. This list is called the least influential celebrities of 2013.
All right.
Obama, he had his name injected in there at number 17. And then also, of course, Miley Cyrus, she's there. Even though she had a very major influence on the younger generation, she was more so doing it on the pandering route. And then at number 5, I personally was surprised because Pope Benedict was there.
Yep.
And he was waving that rainbow flag very heavy. Also at number 4 was Justin Bieber. What? At number 3 was Anthony Weiner of his big sexting scandal. Paula Deen, she came in at number 2. And at number 1 was the wannabe diplomat Dennis Rodman with all that craziness with going back and forth as a North Korean dictator. He's up there because really nothing came out of that.
Oh, who cares?
Exactly. And there you go.
Who cares? It's the day before Thanksgiving. Fucking Dennis Rodman, who cares?
Don't hate on my celebrity wire, H. Bizzle.
I don't hate your wire, but who cares? You should have made up a fake number one person.
Who would you put up there then?
The most uninfluential person in the world?
Celebrity, yep.
Lady Marmalade.
Oh, don't do it, HB.
Oh.
Don't do it.
Okay, well,
Lady Marmalade. You're crazy.
Moving on to a third story. Now, Chris Brown, we've been following all of his rehab stints. First he went in, then he got kicked out because he threw a rock into, pay attention, HB, he threw a rock into his mother's car. Then he went back and he left again. But for a third time, finally, Chris Brown, he's getting all the mental healing that he needs. He's doing well, supposedly, in rehab. And then come January, he's going to be headed back to court to face those assault charges because allegedly he had knocked a man out in his nose. And also he also has to complete... What's the what? What?
He knocked a man out in his nose?
On his nose, whatever. A man has a broken nose because of Chris Brown.
Yeah, okay. Chris Brown broke somebody's nose.
Allegedly. Rock with me. Follow me. Also, Chris, he has to complete 24 hours per week of community labor hours because he faked it with his mama.
He faked it with his mama? Come on, Tracy. Can we get a little more clarity in that?
Explain to Sway because he doesn't understand.
Well, his mother works with an organization, so he went through his mother to complete his community service hours, all stemming from the assault charges with Rihanna. But really, in fact, that was just his mama trying to help her little son out and wrote some extra checks for put off some extra checks for community service.
So
that
he faked community service is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Because it just sounded crazy, right? He faked it with his mom. Come on, man.
It was funny.
In this day and age, you got to be precise what you say.
All right, I got you.
People take that and be like, what?
You got
Sway
it
in the
now?
morning is big.
Tracy G, thank you very much. Up next, Tracy G is going to freestyle on her own.
And the light is on you. T to the G. Woo!
Now cut. Welcome to the listener line.
New message.
Hey, what up, everybody? Jay Fresh from Minneapolis, 612. Has to be way to lay that shit down. You still got it, girl. Whenever you decide to pick up the pen, we're there to support. One.
New message.
Michael from Houston, Texas. Just expressing that, finding out about your father's situation. I had a similar circumstance. Me and my father knew him from the beginning, but later on in life, we lost touch and we rekindled things before he passed. And I think he kind of left me the blueprint to be a better father now in life. So getting to know your father is very, very, very important. I don't stress that enough. All right? Yeah, have a good one.
New message.
What's up? My name is Brandon from Fort Worth, Texas. Just want to say I listen to Shade 4-5 every day. Station's dope, plays all the best jams. That artist you just had on, the new up-and-coming, that shit was the bomb. I hear a lot of big-time artists on Shade 4-5, and honestly, I kind of want to change in some of this new stuff that's coming out, but that dude went hard the whole time. I think he's dope.
There it is, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. We want to thank everybody who tuned in this week, leading into our Thanksgiving holiday. I just thought we'll go around this. Oh, by the way, Steph from Cosmo joined us.
Now Stars, formerly Cosmo, now Stars.
So it's called Stars now, Channel
106.
Channel 106. How you doing?
SiriusXM Studios. Hi.
And you produce one of the big shows there.
Wake Up with Taylor, yeah.
Taylor is great. We were on our show this morning.
Yeah, posted the clip of Heather B mixing up some cocktails on SoundCloud, so check that out on our Twitter.
Okay.
At Wake Up_Taylor.
Okay, what say you said that so quickly?
Oh, I know. It's girl talk.
All right,
at Wake Up_Taylor.
Wake Up_Taylor. Check that out. How you been?
I'm good. How you doing, boo?
Boo. Wow.
On-air love connection.
All right. It's your birthday tomorrow, right?
It's my birthday tomorrow.
What do you want for your birthday?
You know what I want, Sway.
Oh, my God! Turn off the mics!
Octagon.
Jeez.
All right, well, let me talk it over with my girl, and if she's up to it, we can all deal with it,
All right, you let me know.
You open-minded to things?
I'm open-minded, Sway.
Yeah? You ever say no?
Never say never. Let's talk. Say it like
oh my God!
Steph, it's been a long time since I first met you. I always wanted to tell you. Oh. Whatever, Tracy. Anyway, happy birthday to Steph.
Thanks.
Tomorrow's your birthday. Your birthday's on Thanksgiving.
I know, it's a bunch of bull crap.
Because you don't get any gifts.
No gifts, just food.
But she can get ate a lot.
You know what? That was actually a good joke, Tracy. You usually fail miserably. That wasn't bad. You can get ate a lot.
Okay, I like that. Okay, you can get ate a lot.
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
great.
The grammar on that sentence. Yikes. All right, cool. This is what we're doing to kick off the holiday, right? Yo, Wonder, throw a beat on. Yeah. Tracy G. Oh, Lord. Tracy G. Tracy G. Freestyle queen. Off the top of the head. Just put it in your mind, everything you saw this week, and let it flow. Tracy G. Talk to him.
Hey. Tracy G. Young Scabbit. I eat up everything. I'm happy. I come to Sway in the morning. And sometimes I'm even yawning. But I still do my celebrity wire.
Wire.
I keep you thinking celebrities on fire.
Fire.
Justin Bieber with that.
You fucking suck.
No, Feather.
That ain't you.
That wasn't that bad.
No, let me tell you why it's bad. Let me tell you why it's bad.
Run it back.
She works with Sway in the morning, who sets the standard and raised the bar for MCs. Tracy G only has 4 bars.
But check
Better
it.
than Kanye.
Come on, hold on, man. Here we go.
It was better than
hit him.
Come on.
Tracy G, Young Scabbit.
Oh, you got the same rhyme? No. You can't. Steph, you got to rhyme, Steph.
Give the mic to Steph. Give the mic to Steph. Just say what comes to mind. Just say what comes to mind on beat. All right, say,
I can.
What's tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
You Cuban. You can get a pass.
Listen, Eminem is white. What are you saying? Go ahead. Just say one sentence. Go.
I don't know how to rap it.
Okay, keep going.
I'm a white girl who looks freaking.
Okay, keep going.
I just like eating cocktails.
Keep going. You like eating? Hold on.
She took you out, Tracy. She said she like eating cocktails.
But do you like eating pussy?
You don't want this.
Battling.
Oh, gosh, Tracy.
Wow. Yo, we got one girl in here likes eating cock, the other likes... This is crazy. DB. The movie junkie. All right, fuck it. All right.
Tune up, Sway in the morning, Shay 45.
Here we go, DB. DB, Sway in the morning, Shay 45. Let's go, DB.
Tracy, we told you to keep it simple.
What?
Ooh.
Cause your flow ain't popping like pus-filled pimples.
Oh!
I'm trying to show you how to do it.
Oh!
You can't rap, fuck it, screw it.
Oh!
This flow shit is too easy.
Oh!
Just like this, please believe me.
Oh!
My crew is hot, Sway in the morning.
Oh!
Nobody late, we all yawning.
Oh!
Show starts at 8 o'clock.
Oh!
Steph says she eats cock.
Oh!
And Tracy likes to lick the clit.
Oh!
Ain't nobody fucking with my click. TV called the movie junkie.
Yeah!
Might go home and eat some lunch meat. I'm starving like a fucking bum. Niggas come at me, better run. Bet you didn't think I could rap. Cause under my hat, I got some naps. This shit is hot, you can't deny it. That Kanye interview was on fire. Shit's all over the internet. You come in this show, you better respect. These beats are so fucking trash. That's what them rappers say to my ass. When I try to get them to rap. Nigga, I don't know how to do that.
DB, shut it down.
The movie junkie.
Mike's on fire.
Man, hold up, man. I feel a special moment.
Shit.
The holidays are here.
Sway.
I'm feeling it. Hold up, Wanda.
Give
Hold
us a
up,
gift,
I'm feeling
Sway.
this. I got an inkling.
Whoop.
I got a notion.
Let's go.
My intuition is ringing right now.
Shut that out.
My perception is on point.
Let's do it.
I think Sharifa should do a freestyle. Sharifa, her intern. Come on,
Sharifa, say your name. Say your name on the mic, Sharifa.
Sharifa.
Say your name. Get us some headphones.
Get us some headphones. Somebody go. Come on,
Come on, Sharifa. Get your headphones.
Tell them your name, Sharifa.
Hey, y'all.
Tell them, what school you go to, Sharifa?
Central Connecticut State University.
And what year are you?
I'm a senior.
And what are you studying?
Communication.
It sounds like you freestyling now. Talk about school. Talk about your goals. Talk about being broke. Talk about being hungry. Talk about living by yourself. Talk about your breakup.
Don't do that.
Aren't you mad at him?
No, I'm not mad.
You're not mad?
I'm not mad.
Aren't you happy you free?
I'm happy I'm free. I'm here with you.
Talk about it.
I'm here.
Don't want to throw that beat on rewind that beat. Just speak it out. It ain't got to rhyme. Just speak it out, Sharifa. Just speak it out.
I can't rap.
Tell him it ain't rapping. You just speaking it out. Speak it out on beat.
Speak and rhyme.
Just tell him, I recently had a breakup.
Right.
Whatever. No, I don't have a breakup.
I didn't recently have a breakup.
Come on, Sharifa.
I'm out here. I'm single. I'm out here. I'm living my life. I'm here with Sway in the morning. I'm chilling.
This fucking death poetry jam? Is that a fucking haiku?
Not a haiku. Heather, help me.
What's that, a haiku?
First of all, I can't rap.
All right, Sharifa.
Help me, Heather.
Yeah, help me, Heather.
Save the black girls, Heather.
Go ahead and just curl up in the corner in the fetal position.
Wow.
Somebody give Sharifa a hug.
Yeah, somebody hug her, man.
Well, at least Steph rapped, though. So, hey, listen, thank you for tuning in. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting this show.
Damn, Sway.
Make sure y'all go to Sway'sUniverse.com. See all the video from even the Kanye interview is up and everything we did this week. Heather B, you can be reached where?
You can reach me at the happy hour at heatherb.com.
All right, and then Steph, what's your Twitter address? How can people reach you?
I'm Steph Ramos on Twitter.
Steph Ramos on Twitter.
I'm Steph Ramos on Twitter.
I'm Steph Ramos.
I'm Steph Ramos.
You are Steph.
I'm Steph Ramos on Twitter.
I'm Steph Ramos. Okay, great. Okay.
Like kind of like real sway.
So you really like eating cock?
The tail too.
Tails. Tracy.
I'm on Twitter at it's Tracy G with no EITSTRACYG. That's the same for Instagram.
DB.
The Real DB on Twitter. Animal Status on Instagram.
Hey, we will be having a show here tomorrow. Sway in the morning. Make sure you tune in. Kick off your holidays. And tell our next episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. What about Heather? She didn't say her.
She already did All Glocks Down earlier today.
No, but her info. Where's she at?
She said it.
Oh, man. My cup runneth over. My bad.
Shout out to Alex. See, and Alex said she had a little freestyle, but we'll catch Alex on the next go around.
Nah, we can do it.
Next time? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There it is. Alex, man. What an athlete. She just gave me a pound, damn near cracked my knuckles. The hell was that? Were you punching me right there, Alex? All right. So until our next episode, we have nothing left to say.